Hello. So, some people reach out to me about the steps in playing the TV lottery. So, in this video, I actually made a live example on what and how you can play the lottery by following these steps. So, if you're playing for someone, or someone is playing for you, or you're playing for yourself, make sure you follow this video because I made a detailed explanation about the steps and how you can put in your name, your date of birth, your address, and every information that is required, whether you're married or not. So make sure you follow this video to the end. And if someone is playing for you, make sure you go through this video and understand the steps first before the person goes ahead to play for you. This is very important. Once you understand these, you would actually make you will not make any mistakes in the process. So follow this video and leave your comments, leave any worries that you have, or you can inbox me privately if you have any issues on playing the lottery. We will be able to help you out. Just follow and stay tuned. So if you can follow along with me, if you want to play along as we go, let's just go ahead and see how we can walk you through the steps. The first thing is the website that you need to use to play the lottery. So we have the dvprogram.state.gov. That's the website you should go to. There is no other website apart from this. So once you get to the website, there is a place for the instructions, the DV 2026 instructions. They have the photo example, how it has to look like, and begin entry. This is where you begin to put in your information, and we have the check status, that is to check the results. But this is what we're interested in, beginning entry. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up what it says here. So you have to make sure you put in this information to make sure that you're not a robot. So now once we do that, we have the first part of the intran information. So here it gonna ask you for your name, and you have 30 minutes to be able to complete this. So if I'm gonna just go ahead and put my name there, and if I have a middle name, I'm gonna put it there. So gender is male. uh Birth date, I'm just gonna put anything random. Let me put anything random here. Let me say 1980. And city where you were born, let me probably just put any random date there, any random place. Let me say Douala, and that's my country in Cameroon. I'm gonna look for Cameroon here. You should be careful. You don't have to make any mistakes when you put in this information, because if you do a mistake and any information is not accurate, it even if you are selected, you will not be given a visa because your information doesn't match. So here for the picture, you make sure you pick the right picture. Just make sure you pick the correct picture, and the passport picture size that matches. And the address here, the here where it's optional, it means you mustn't add anything there. It's not a must, you know. So let me just take a random address back home. Bonaberry, that's the street, and the city is gonna be in Douala. The state is littoral region or province. And if it doesn't have a zip code, I just hit on no postal zip code. And the country is in Cameroon. So wherever you are, you don't need to make everything just look like it is accurate. Meanwhile, you don't have the set address the way it is. So you can just put something simple where it can easily not be complicated in the future. Country where you live. So here you might live in a different country and you're playing as someone in your main country. So wherever you're playing the lottery should be wherever you are right now should be the country that comes here. If you're in Germany, if you're in Bahrain, if you're in America, so that's the country that comes here. If you want to add a phone number, you can add a phone number. If you want to add an email address, you can add an email address. You see, the email address is important, so important, like I said before, because when you lost the confirmation number, this is what you use to be able to retrieve the confirmation number. Now, this is one of the most important part too, the highest level of education. If you have primary school only, believe me, the day of the visa they will reject the visa because the minimum requirement is this one, the high school. That's the minimum requirement. If you have a high school degree, you go ahead. If you have a vocational training, for example, you did mechanics, you did tailoring in an institution, you can provide a certificate for that and all of that. Some university courses, the degree and all the like. So that's just what you need. So I'm just gonna go with the lowest qualification, which is the high school. Now, what is your current marital status? Are you married? If you're unmarried, make sure you don't lie. Put what is there. If you're married, you select unmarried. But if you're married, you should have a marriage certificate, marriage license that proves that you're married. Divorce or whatsoever. You just pick what is there. And then the number of children that you have. If you have 3 children, you put 3 children. And then the last step now is just to continue, and it would bring forth for you to verify the information you just selected. And once you click submit entry, it would then ask you to print the form. So you print the form and you keep jealously because that's what you used to. It's also important. Once you do all of these, you just have to wait for the results to be out in the month of May, and you can check your result. If you're selected, you can proceed to the next step. Thank you, and let me know if you have any question. If you have any question, you can drop the quote in the comment section. You can also write me privately, and I will be able to assist